Illegal drugs are defined as substances or medicines that are prohibited from use, and after entering your body cause physiological effects. Repetitive uses of these drugs is referred to as drug abuse. Drugs can change your life. Growing up in a household where your family uses illegal drugs can make you more likely to try them yourself, according to experts. From firsthand experience, I believe this to be true. My brother and sister have always struggled with drug abuse. While the only drug my parents chose to use in front of us was marijuana, they chose to venture out from there. They may have chose to try other drugs regardless of growing up in a household with people that use them. I do believe that you become more comfortable with the idea of trying them when you are more familiar with other people that have. With some people, not all, I believe the gateway drug theory to be true. After using a substance like marijuana and having no major life changes, it's easy to think that other drugs will not have that large of an effect on your life. At the same time, not everyone makes that choice to try their drugs. All people have different reactions to different types. Each experience you have affects your future choices. Home life isn't the only place where people are introduced to illegal drugs. Many kids are introduced to them while in school. During high school and college, quite a few students start to experiment with drugs. The physiological effects of drugs can impact your focus at school and result in a decline of progress made while there. While the ease of obtaining it and the benefits you think you will get from using it, such as relaxing you, giving you more energy, or lifting your mood, all seem appealing, not everything is it seems. When taking something that you've never taken before, possible side effects, risk, or what you're actually taking is not known. Many people think that using drugs recreationally has no impact on their life. Some changes appear over time and aren't noticed. At first they seem insignificant. Other times you may feel like you're not in control of the situation. Most people that abuse drugs develop a dependency on them. Strains start to emerge between family. While abusing illegal drugs, everything else seems to come last. After becoming dependent on them, it becomes difficult to perform even the simplest of tasks without using drugs. It becomes necessary for the user to take them just to deal, cope, or avoid events in their life. Work performance can also be affected by the use of illegal drugs. Taking drugs while at work can diminish your ability or desire to work. There are many times that I've experienced this with my sister. There are countless times when I was called by her and asked to borrow money. Knowing that she was on drugs, I always hesitated, but because she had a young child, I hoped that she would do the right thing and use it for him. She would make up any lie she could just to get money, and I knew I would never get it back. She got progressively worse with her addiction and ended up leaving her child behind. The strain in our relationship became greater and greater. I could never understand how anyone can just choose to leave their child. After a few months of not talking to her, she called me one day to bail her out of jail. She had stolen a truck and told me she didn't do it. After I had bailed her out, she admitted the truth to me and told me that she was high on drugs and that's why she did it. She ended up disappearing in the middle of the night that night because she couldn't use drugs at my house. She is now in jail, and I'm hoping she gets the help that she needs there. Getting help and overcoming the addiction is only part of the road to recovery. Repairing relationships and rebuilding trust takes a lot of time. Even after repairing a relationship, the hurt, distrust, and fear of relapse will always be there. Despite how well people think they can manage or deal with their life while on drugs is usually not what it seems. Ultimately, drug abuse will change your life.